Little Life, a novel that brought immense pain and suffering. It stands as a brilliant literary work. Mere words won't be able to describe the amount of intense emotion that it erupted in me as I read each pages. It's very rare that I find a fat book, a big book like this, that keeps me fully engaged. But this one kept me in its captive with its melancholic atmosphere. This is an exceptional find, the one that I loved, but I would hesitate to recommend unless I know that the person has the emotional endurance to bear the profound sadness that the book has. Reading this book felt less like reading, felt less like an experience, but more like living the life, a little life of Jude St. Francis, the protagonist of this book. I witnessed his pain, his guilt, his problems, his sufferings, his past, his childhood, his insecurities. I think this was one of the most painful life I have encountered in literature. I doubt that I'll ever have the courage to reread this book. It's just a one-time experience. If I have to talk about the story of this book, it's a contemporary fiction story that revolves around four friends: William, J.K., Malcolm, and Jude. The book delves into the lives and the past of these characters. As the book progresses, we see more of Jude St. Francis, the protagonist of this book. We see his life, his story, his relationships, his traumatic childhood, his depressive adulthood in depth. I have to say this. The narration was so intense that at times I had to take a break in order to read further. A word of caution: this book consists of extensive depiction of suicide, suffering, pain, depression, diseases, and violence. If these themes are not something you're not comfortable with, that you cannot handle, this book is not for you. However, if you want to embark on this journey, keep in mind, this is not an easy ride, but it's gonna be a worthwhile experience. An experience that you'll have for the rest of your life. And that's all. I had to talk a little about the book, A Little Life, I recently read, and the book that has profoundly affected me. Hope it does to you if you choose to read. Thank you for watching. This is Prajwal Goda.